Travois obtained. It's time to leave Milton behind and make a beeline for the far territory at long last. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So, an aurora has just started, as has the night. There are a few things that I need to do now that I'm back down here. Let's go ahead and pick these rose hips. We have a ton of stuff right here in this particular container. And I'm going to transfer literally everything. Actually, yeah. That wonderful move all to inventory button is going to come in real handy right now. Let's go ahead and pick up cattails. I will go ahead and grab all of these as well as the tinder. Because God knows I can put a lot more stuff on that Travois than I'm used to being able to lug around with me. Now, this could still be really challenging. In some ways, I'm kind of, I'm already laughing a little bit at how there might be some curveballs, even just getting down into Forlorn Muskeg with this thing. It might not be as straightforward as I think, and it might involve kind of going back and forth and doing some stuff. Or at the very least, picking everything up that I can out of the Travois, if I can still move, which, let's be honest, I probably won't be able to. Alright, so this thing's loaded. Let's see what I can do to go ahead and offload it. I don't need to lug that around. Maybe one of the things I need to do... I'll keep the accelerant on me. I'll keep the sticks on me because those things are generally necessary for fires. This is so fascinating because all of a sudden I've got this entirely new like subset of decisions that I've got to learn. In terms of just like what goes on this thing and what doesn't. Alright, so the Go energy drinks, I will put one of them on the Travois, keep another one handy. Don't have anything here. We have a ton of food that frankly I don't need to lug around. Let's go ahead and put a lot of the canned stuff away. Nice, see I'm already not encumbered. And then I've got still a decent amount of food in my inventory there. Let's see what else. I'll keep the flashlight on me. Keep all of this. I can put the replacement fuses away. So we'll do that. We'll put the lantern fuel away. Some of it anyway. And I'll even put... Because I don't need these extras... See, this is interesting. I can go ahead and put a lot of this stuff away that I would normally, like... make some excuse to keep in my inventory, you know? And I can think, well, I actually don't need to lug all this around at all times. Thank you very much. It's not necessary. Even the extra flare shells right now. I'll keep those, just, you know, to have an open mind. But, and there it is. That's everything that I left down here before. It's now in the Travois. And it's only 38 pounds, so it's actually not that much stuff. So some of the stuff I guess I am still carrying. I have 5 fire strikers. That's not necessary. Hold on. Hold on a second. So that makes me feel better. That makes me feel that we might have we might not have as much inventory management to do as we make our way down into the muskeg. Okay, now with that done, I actually do have some wood that might come in handy here. So let's go ahead and grab that because that could reduce the load of this thing. It's fantastic. It's just so many extra pounds of stuff. I was honestly envisioning having like 100 pounds already. That's how accustomed I am to being over encumbered in this game. It's like, yeah, clearly there's going to be just way too much stuff for me to lug around, but I actually am doing okay. So there's some coal. Let's grab some sticks. Did I leave anything in here? No, I didn't. Nothing in either of those. Only 2 hours, 24 minutes at present. I can probably change that, though. Let's go ahead and... You know what? Yeah, let's pile all this on there. Now we got 7 hours on the fire. I'm going to break this up. Nice. Couple of fire logs inside that box. I am really glad I did that. Can I break up that chair? Yes, I can. It's very hard to actually access, but I can. Okay. Now I will be fine. And I can put the rest of that wood on the trapwalk. And hopefully not get jumped by an aurora wolf right now. Right now. Wow, words. I know how to use them, mostly. Kind of. Sort of. Okay, here we go. Plenty of time on that fire. Do I not have water? Apparently I don't have water. Okay, well. Objective number 1. That's part of the reason I'm so frickin'... I'm just able to carry all this stuff. I don't have water. That's going to add a considerable amount of water, or amount of weight, and considerable amount of water right away. So let's pass time. This would be kind of perfect, because I'll be able to sleep, and then it'll be daytime. Alright, there's that, and perfect. Drink. Somehow not burning my throat. That's a mechanic that has never been added. And we still have plenty of water. I think that will be good enough. Let's put that away. Notice that I currently have more cattails. When's the last time you saw that? The cattails are at the top of the list when I sort by weight. It's almost always the water, but I have that many cattails that it's tipping the scales a little bit, which is hilarious to me. Okay. 10 hours, 46 minutes. I don't need that much. Let's go ahead and plug in 6 hours. I don't want to mess with aurora wolves when I'm still learning how to move around with this travel. Okay? I just don't. It's not something I'm interested in. So, 8 hours, 5 minutes. Honestly, the sun is not rising yet. I'm a little bit surprised. So we're going to have to pass some time here. That is not an issue. I'm genuinely not that concerned about this. I was, what, 5 minutes ago? But I think we'll make it into the muskeg just fine. Unless I'm just setting myself up for disappointment. So let's pass some time. Let's say for 2 hours. Then maybe I can justify sleeping for 1.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
Weather's actually pretty great, so yeah, let's sleep for 1 hour. Be fully rested for this trip. Now, how much coffee do I have? I've got a couple. Let's heat these before I leave. Not going to drink them. Oh wait, I think one of those wasn't quite done. That's incredibly rude. I should have put both in there because now one has just lost a few minutes of warmth. Now I could actually heat the medical teas as well, and that would be a way of keeping the flask hot for longer, perhaps. So there's a thought. Alright, so now we're going to pass time based on the one that I've just set down and not make that mistake twice. Oh, I can't combine. That makes sense because it's one liquid. So you have to put one type in, which that makes perfect sense. I'm thinking of it as a container. So what I'm going to do is actually drop, or not drop, but drink one of those. That makes perfect sense. I can't believe I was thinking that, but let's get moving. Already down to 96% condition. Apparently it requires a gut and a hide in order to cure it. I'm passing some cattails here, but I think that's okay. Yeah, this is going to make life super fascinating because this is an entirely new dynamic. Now, was it... Alright, it's H. Appreciate the community member who told me about that. And yeah, it's right there. I missed the hotkey display. Yeah, it goes away until you... Okay. It shows on the screen when you first pick it up, but then it goes away. Oh, that's a deer. Okay, well, the fact that there's a deer right there, there could be a wolf right around the corner. But H is a pretty good hotkey for this thing. I like that because it's the same as, like, the hotkey I would use to put a gun away. I'm literally holstering the thing. And I just need to make sure I don't do it at, like, the wrong point and lose the traveler. Because that is something right now, from what I've heard, and I appreciate the warnings about this. People have been generally good about not spoiling the mechanics too much or telling me what to do with this, but, you know, there have been some warnings that I've received many times about where exactly you drop this thing. And being careful about where exactly you drop it. The new noises are... Hello? There we go. The new noises, that was new. No space for traveler. Are a little bit disconcerting. Alright, so leave region. Here we go. So this is the first point where life could get interesting. I will probably just have to break the thing all the way the heck down. Let's see, where would be the safest spot based on what I've been told? Look at those tracks, that's so cool. I know I can't. I'm not trying to. There we go. I want to get this thing on a relatively small, like, not a steep slope. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do here is drop it. And literally move all to inventory.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
And then pick up the travois and take it. Alright, so this will only last a second. But we're going to have to get down to the base of this climbing point. Oh man, an entirely new set of movement mechanics. What even is life? Yeah, I'm remembering a few episodes ago where I, like, dropped everything before climbing up one of these cliffs. Just because, you know, sheer force of habit, I was treating it like a rope climb rather than a hand climb. Okay, I'm gonna just... Yeah, we're gonna do that. Now, the cave is, I believe, right over here. I'll pick the travois back up in a second, but I just want to kind of get a sense for how hard this is going to be. Although, truth be told, I think there's an argument to be made for just, like... Yeah, you know what? Let's go into the cave. I don't know, like... Yeah. See, I'm so torn, because there could be stuff in here. Yeah, there could be stuff in here. There could be stuff worth carrying in here. The question is... Do I drop the travois in here? I'm not worried about the bugs, per se. I'm not worried about it disappearing on me, but, like... I am moving considerably slower right now. Which is unfortunate. I do have coffee to make up for the fact that this is tiring. But if there's a chance that there's a decent item in this cave, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Okay, there goes my warming up bonus. Not that I need it. We're warm enough in here. That was another reason to dip into the cave real quick and spend some time walking around in here. There's not a climb. Okay, good, yeah. I forgot about this. For a second I thought I might have to climb, but looks good. Alright, so we've got a deer carcass, which I may go ahead and grab that hide. If we need another deer hide, then that's my opportunity to grab the one that I need. I won't worry about the guts, because right now I'm going to be walking around areas... Man, one thing I'm thinking about with this travois is the frickin' thin ice. That is just a whole thought process that I don't even want, you know? There's a part of me that's tempted to go ahead and get the meat too. You know, and snack on it real quick. How we doing? I think I'll do it. I think it's worth it. Just to have the food real quick. Not have to consume anything. I am so freaking glad they added these animations to the game. It's so great. It's so great. I realize it's much more graphic than we're used to, and that's not for everybody. I, however, played the heck out of Red Dead Redemption 2 a couple of years ago, as many of you know. And, especially if you're members of the Phenons community. I literally got the game for him because I knew he'd love it, and I was right. Thank you very much. Alright, so we've got lots of coal here. But the harvesting in that game is still mostly off-screen, but it's, it doesn't mess around. It does not mess around. I'm accustomed to some graphic harvesting animations. It's par for the course. Okay. Just gonna put, I really don't need the fire to last that long, but there's that. 51 minutes. See, I'm tempted to cook the other one too, but I just don't think it's necessary. Let's drink this water. Perfect. And we might, honestly... Nope. Okay, perfect. I am happy to see that. We eat the entire thing. Let's take a torch. That is a nice torch. Awesome. Okay, so a couple of different directions that I could go here. I know I'm moving quite slowly. This is painful. But remember that we have to empty everything into the travois when I'm ready to start moving with it again. And so I'd rather not go back and forth doing that too much, especially in YouTube content. I would rather trudge slowly through a cave and make progress than have a lot of back and forth in the content. It just doesn't make sense to me. Alright, I'm going to grab a fair amount of coal. There's a part of me that's tempted to take this coal over to the forge. But I think what I'd rather do is take the coal to the Broken Railroad forge. Broken Railroad is, of course, another zone that I can search for a rifle. We've been looking for one. So that's one thing I'm thinking about as well. The travel really just changes so much. It changes, like, I'm thinking about something that's different now every couple of seconds. Because, you know, I'm talking about finding a rifle. It's like, yeah, sure would be nice to have a rifle. We have, like, what, level 2 or 3 firearm skill already? Despite having never fired a rifle in this playthrough yet. But, of course, a rifle is, heavy. You have to think about that. But now I don't as much. That's changed a little bit. Which is really interesting. Okay. So... I don't know, like... See, I'm moving so slowly that I'm definitely not exploring this cave as thoroughly as I normally might. Which is frustrating. Now I'm reaching a point where I'm thinking about putting the travois down because I think we're almost to the exit. And I'm fairly certain I could put it down here and move a little bit more rapidly. Plus, I'm picking up this coal, which is slowing me down further. I'm glad I'm picking up the coal, don't get me wrong, but what I would hate to do, and the reason I'm not doing it, is I don't know for sure right now whether or not those rocks would stop the travois. So how much would it suck? Oh no, did I just go in a circle? I did. I went in a freaking circle. Okay. Yay. Slow circles for the win. But I have my lantern again, so it's fine. I'm gonna put that thing down. See, now I'm actually thinking about dropping the coal. Just because I want to move faster. But I'd rather trudge through this cave and make it down into the muskeg than have to put everything on that travois and find out that I can't drag it through the cave. I'll find out eventually, but for now, my goal is to get to the Forsaken Airfield, into the far territory, as soon as possible. That's my objective. Okay, so I came from that direction, didn't I? Because there was this particular cave here, or did I? That's so odd. I'm pretty sure this is the way I just came. Maybe I needed spray paint after all. This would be fine if I wasn't so overburdened. Aha! That is just another standard lantern, I think. Yeah, this is the exit. Perfect. Alright, so I'll pick that up. Hey, a wool ear wrap, which I will put on. I'm not going to wear it for long because I need to make my frickin' crampons. Not just any grape soda. Stacy's grape soda. Alright, we're almost there. This might be the moment of truth because this leads up to the exit. I know it does. And so I'm thinking, if I put the travois down now, see, I don't know if I'd be able to make this corner. Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to go up there. I'm so close. Also, is that coffee still hot? Let's check it real quick. Eventually, I will learn which tab this stuff... It is still hot. Nice. I think it's just barely still hot. Let's drink. Looks like I'm just going to get one of them. I'll put the other one away. But I don't know how much longer. Yeah, it says invalid location to drop travois. So I'm guessing that remains the case. That might have just been because... Hang on, let me look again. Let's find out for sure. Yep. Yep, there's no point. There it is. So we can't deploy it in the cave. Just need to make it up here, and then once I get outside, I can put everything back in the travois. The only thing is that I want to make sure I'm where I think I am. I've spent a fair amount of time in Forlorn Muskeg since the channel came back. Obviously, Forlorn Muskeg is an older zone, so I already had more familiarity with it. But I've learned many, many times now where these caves go, and I'm like 99% certain where this thing is about to spit me out. And I just want to be as sure as possible. Also, I'm really glad I found that other storm lantern because that is at least some of the metal that I need to make those crampons I keep mentioning. So I'm glad I found that wool ear wrap for the time being. God, this hurts. Especially now that I know there's no other way except to trudge through this cave, which makes me feel better about trudging through the cave. But still, it hurts. There we go. Okay. And now for the longest home stretch ever. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We can't sprint. We definitely can't sprint. Perfect. So we got a lot of coal. All that's going on the travois immediately. And then I'll just have to be very careful watching for wolves. That's one thing I want to test real quick, too, as soon as we get outside. Exactly how does the weapon draw work in terms of, like, if you're carrying a weapon and then you drop the travois? Because if I pick up, like, I'm going to test right now when I put the travois down and get it ready to go. Perfect. Let's leave the cave. Yep, this is exactly where I thought it would be. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to stand right here. We're going to deploy that thing. Open the travois. We're going to put all that away immediately. I'm going to put... I'm not sure which of these actually has... Let's find out real quick. Alright. The 54% one has more fuel in it. So, we'll tell you what. I'd rather refuel the one that needs fuel with what I've got. Alright, so the 54 is now the one I can put away. Okay, we're going to put the cured leather away. We're going to put the old mill flour away. We're going to put most of those away. The broth, absolutely. All of that. Oh, I forgot about the scrap metal. There's that. Now let's go tab by tab. I feel better doing it that way. It's an adjustment, but now that I'm outside, this is not as much of a worry. All considered. Let's go ahead and put the water purification tablets away. All that's good. Put that away, put the canned stuff away, put the maple syrup away. Just look at my freaking room. You can see it, like, dropping below the encumbrance limit. It's fantastic. I love everything about this. Okay, let's put the fresh deer hide away. Let's put the scrap metal, saplings, birch sapling, cured sapling. Let's even put the rose hips up, because I can. Burdock root, yep. Scrap metal, yep. Beautiful. Alright, let's go. Oh, wait. Drop. So, if I were to, for example, have a bow out, then I select Carry Travois. And then I hit H to drop. That is a beautiful thing. Okay, cool. Cool, I feel better. I feel instantly better. Let's go. There could be a wolf literally right here, by the way. There's a possibility of one. See, the main thing, too, it's limiting how much I'm able to even look to the left. So my ability to, like, quickly, you know, as I've said many a time over the years, my ability to keep my head on a swivel and look left or right, figure out where I need to go as I lug this stuff around. I'm loving the increase. Look at how much faster I'm moving relative to before I put this travois down. It is insane. This is transformative. This changes so much while still providing kind of a new dynamic that's not gimmicky. It's not just a carrying capacity increase. It's actually something you have to lug around behind you constantly. And even changes the way that you move. It changes the sounds that you hear. It's, oh my god, this is great. This is great. I'm seriously loving this so much. And it was worth it too. Like, as I was saying last episode, obviously I've very deliberately waited, you know, to experience the zone of contamination stuff. Alright, I hear a wolf straight ahead, possibly on the right. I've waited to experience the zone of contamination stuff, haven't been there yet. I've barely watched anyone. Hang on. Bad time to have an itch on my forearm. There's a wolf right in front of me. Oh wait, no, it's not a wolf. That's a stump, but I think there's a wolf right. I think there is, actually. I think I did see one. Yep, right there. Hi. Oh wow, I think there are a couple. Hold on, stop everything. I might have been right. That might have been two wolves. No. There's a stump and a wolf, but I don't have archery 5 anymore. So I can't shoot while crouched. Oh, there's a wolf right there. Hi. Come on. Let's go. Let me make sure I'm not walking right towards another one. Alright, haven't done this for a bit, have we? Come on, pal. Got him. Bit of a Hadrian shake there. Let's see. Not used to the angle. Alright, got the arrow back. I don't know why I was trying to pick the arrow up, but... Alright, that's one wolf. We gotta get the other one. I really did almost just walk up on two wolves. I wasn't seeing things. That was literally a wolf right in front of me. Alright, the other one's right there. We may as well just piss it off real quick. Wait, is that a third? No. Okay. All these stumps are messing with me. Hi. Listen, I'm not trying to traumatize you or anything, but... I just killed your buddy. How does that make you feel? Son of a... Alright. So that wolf is now running off with my arrow. That's incredibly rude. Let's go ahead and apply that bandage to the wolf bite. Did not break. Didn't actually hurt me. But it did do... Yeah. So the hit mostly killed that wolf. That's incredibly rude. We'll have to go get that arrow at some point. We could just follow the wolf, because we know where it's going. Hang on. Yep. I do need to be mindful of the fact that there could be yet another wolf here. Or a bear. Alright, that's probably not going to let me do that. Let's stay closer to the bottom. And I need to be very mindful of the fact that where I drop this thing could really mess with its placement. So I'm going to do my best to stay mindful of that. I want to head for... The weather's actually really good right now, all considered. And yes, by the way, the wolf did go left. Can we all just take a moment to acknowledge that? If you know, you know. We just need to appreciate that together. Alright. As much as I want to, you know, get that arrow from that wolf, I think I just saw something moving over there. Main thing I want to do is get this thing over to that hunter's blind. I am so glad that it lets you immediately draw whatever weapon you were holding. That is such an amazing mechanic. And I mean, it's not like it's complicated, but it's just, can you imagine if this was implemented without that? If that wasn't automatic, and you had to hit the button yourself and remember. Alright, there could be a bear around. Need to be mindful. Yeah, this is really nerve-wracking because I don't have control over my field of view. I can move a little bit left and right, but that's about it. Yep. Alright, so we've got some cattails. This is a little bit traumatizing just to be here because this is close to where we wrapped up. Alright, yeah, it's close to where we wrapped up Season 7 of Against All Odds. And by wrapped up, I mean where we died. Revolver ammo, tin of sardines, cedar firewood, storm lantern. Okay.
I'll take it.
I'll go ahead and grab that storm lantern because that is extra metal that could come in handy. Now, we are right about at the endpoint, I believe, for this episode. It's not a great moment. I don't love this situation, but I have an idea. I'm having a thought. Oh, wait, hang on. Yep, let's check that. Energy bar. Okay, I've got some room to move here. I need a save point, and I need a safe point to save. So, I'm actually going to backtrack a fair distance while the weather is good. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. Let's get this out just in case we encounter any friends. This honestly feels oddly cathartic in a way, because we're following the path. Right, I can see the train tracks, or the train car in the distance. So when I get back to the travois, I'm going to have to find that arrow. But for now, we just need to get inside before this becomes a full-blown blizzard. But this will allow me to search one possible very important loot location in 401 Muskeg without skipping over it entirely. While also, again, giving me that lovely cathartic feeling of following the path that we were following at the end of Season 7 of Against All Odds. Granted, it's daytime, and the difficulty is lower. Which I'm loving, by the way. I know I've said that, but I've talked to some people in the comments about how much I've enjoyed this more chill experience. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. It feels like the old days, pre-Interloper. Future Against All Odds content that's not Season 0 content for showcasing tail stuff will still be at the level that we're accustomed to. It won't be like this, but I'm really enjoying this. And hopefully you are too. It's a different vibe. It's more relaxed. It's more joyful. Less intense. It's a bit less like camping. Yeah, this is going to be perfect because I need to sleep. Now, of course, all of my coal is still back on the travois. Just making sure I'm not walking straight towards a bear. Sometimes I literally pause in the middle of a thought just to let the auto ducking wear off so I can hear everything at maximum volume and make sure I'm not missing the sound of an approaching animal. So if you ever wonder, sometimes I'm just gathering my thoughts, but like, I'm like literally listening. All right, grab that coal, reclaimed wood, coal. Nice, more scrap metal, rifle cartridge, thin wool sweater,
handy.
Accelerant, scrawled message, a memento with a survival hint. We made it this far, I left you some gear. Don't know where that is, but I guess I'll find out. Okay, there's some antibiotics, cloth, revolver cartridges, metal container. Alright, there's all that. Alright, let me go ahead and get this fire going. Because the main reason I came this way, I mean, yes, it's, you know, a loot location that's worth visiting, and I'm glad I came here.
Right on.
But also, we need to wrap this episode up, and I needed my save point. So that is what I got. Let's go ahead. Part of me is tempted to go ahead and just sleep for the full amount of time. You know, why the heck not? Let's drink this Stacy's grape soda. And we've got 6 hours. I can increase the length of time on that fire easily. I'm not even going to get 6 hours of sleep, so that was not needed. Let's sleep. Wrap this one up. In the next one, I can hear the bear wandering around outside. That's disconcerting. It was probably considering attacking me. That was lovely and terrifying as a note to end the episode on. But in the next one, I'm going to head back. We're going to get that arrow back from the wolf. And then we're going to head straight for the Broken Railroad and for the far territory beyond after we do just a little bit of scouting in Broken Railroad. I think we'll probably do a fair amount of exploring in Broken Railroad just since it's such a, like, tunnel of a zone. There's like one entry point, one exit point, stuff to see along the way. It's very scenic in that way. So we'll do a little bit of exploring, but then it's just a matter of getting back into the far territory so we can have the full exploration capacity of the Long Dark open to us at last. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For channel emotes and member badges, look for the join button to learn more. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.